Okay. Again, as I mentioned, no, both the thesis and capstone project represent culminating experience in academic and professional programs, showcasing student mastery of their chosen subject matter or field and their ability to apply theoretical knowledge to practical context. So, the introduction section of both documents serves to frame actually, the research problem or project objective. So, delineate the significance of the study and provide an overview of the methodology or approach employed. No? This section set the stage for the entire document, guiding the readers into the context of and purpose of the study or project. For the capstone and thesis project, no, following the introduction, the body of the thesis or capstone project comprises several key components. Like say for thesis, no, this typically includes a comprehensive literature review wherein the student synthesizes existing scholarship relevant to their topic or research topic, establish a theoretical framework and identifies gaps, which is too important, or areas for further exploration. In contrast, no, a capstone project may involve a review of related literature, but places greater emphasis on practical applications or project implementations. Sabi ni sir, project development, software development, and so on. Often integrating interdisciplinary perspective of real-world experiences. So both the thesis and capstone project incorporate a methodology section outlining the approach, methods, and procedures employed to conduct the study or project. So this component provides transparency to the research process, detailing data collection methods, sampling techniques, data analysis procedures, and any ethical considerations. For a capstone project, this section may also include project planning, implementation, strategies, and evaluation methods demonstrating the students' ability to execute a comprehensive project from conception to completion. So the conclusion of the both thesis and capstone project synthesizes the key findings or project outcomes. So reaffirms the significance of the study or project and offers reflection in its broader implication. This section may also include recommendations for future research or practical applications based on the insights gleaned from the study or project. So in effectively concluding their work, students demonstrate the ability to critically reflect on the findings and contribute meaningfully to the ongoing discourse within the academic or professional fields. A feasibility study is a systematic assessment of the viability of a proposed project, venture, or course of action. Its primary purpose is to determine whether the project is feasible from economic, technical, operational, and legal before committing significant resources. The study typically begins with an analysis of the project's objectives, scope, and requirements, providing a clear understanding of what the project aims to achieve, the parameters within which it will operate. One of the central components of a feasibility study is the market analysis, which assesses the demand for the product or service the project intends to offer. And this analysis actually examines market size, growth trends, competitive landscape, target demographics, and potential barriers to entry. So most commonly, feasibility is for business administration talaga.
Sir Marmelo.
Yes.
Good morning po. Sir, pasensya na po kayo kung yung next presenter, hindi po kami na-prepared. Kasi po, ang nabanggit po yata last meeting is wala po yata tayo today. Kaya po parang prepared naman po. So happen lang po. Hindi natin expected na resume tayo today. Kasi last meeting po parang...
Okay, I just want to continue first. Now, one of the central components of a feasibility study is the market analysis, which assesses the demand of the products or services the project intends to offer. And this analysis examines market size, sabi ko kanina, growth trends, competitive landscape, target demographics, and potential barriers to entry. In understanding the market dynamics and customer needs, stakeholders can gauge the project potential for success and identify opportunities for differentiation on or niche targeting. So financial analysis is another critical component of feasibility studies, no, for the business administration, evaluating the project's financial viability and potential returns on investment. Siyempre, no, this analysis includes cost estimates, revenue projections, cash flow forecast, and return on investment calculations. In comparing costs and benefits over the project's life cycle, stakeholder can assess its financially financial feasibility and make informed decisions about resource allocation. So funding requirements and risk management strategies, a thorough financial analysis provide stakeholders with the information needed to determine whether the project is financially viable and worth pursuing. Even let's say, for example, if you wanted to open CHED programs and you are in a private organization or private universities and colleges, they need to submit a feasibility study, no, the viability, the possible return of investment, and so on.